So I want to talk a little bit about how MLSs work, and this is a video for buyers, people looking to buy a home, and maybe just people who are interested in this, and also agents, new agents who want to learn a little bit about this. So here in the San Francisco Bay Area, it's made up of 6 counties, I believe 6 counties. So that would be San Mateo County, Santa Clara County, San Francisco, Alameda, Contra Costa, and Marin. I don't know if we would add Solano County to the Bay Area counties, but either way, I should probably know that. But in those 6 counties, we have a total of, I believe, 4 MLSs. So we have MLS listings, and so what MLS is the kind of internal database for real estate agents to post listings for sale. And so historically, before the internet, this was just like a book called the Multiple Listing Service. And now, obviously, with the internet, there's a MLS. It's an online database for homes that are for sale, coming soon. You can change the status to pending, sold, things like that. So when you're seeing a home for sale on Redfin or Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com or whatever, that's basically just through a feed. I don't know if it's a RSS or whatever, how that works, a feed, but it's fed to those portals through the MLS. And all the information about a property, the pictures, the videos, the description, the other details and things like that is all fed from the MLS to all these other services. So through all these other portals. Now, there's no one large MLS. Or if there is, I don't really know about it. There might be some things that they share, but basically they're all these local MLSs. So that's why there's not really, in my opinion, any good user interface app, because these are all kind of small organizations for realtors, and there's some value in that. And then there's also negatives, like for example, if you use the Zillow app or the Redfin app, it's generally a better user interface than the MLS automatic search app that your realtor may put you on. But okay, anyways, enough about that. So what I want to talk about is here in the San Francisco Bay Area, we have a number of different MLSs. So we have MLS listings, which covers the counties of San Mateo, Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, Monterey, and San Benito. And so 2 of those are Bay Area counties, the other 3 are not. Then we have San Francisco. The city and county of San Francisco has its own MLS. And then we have the BAREIS, we just call it Berries, and that, I forgot what it stands for off the top of my head, but that basically covers Marin County, Napa, Sonoma, and the North Bay area, and just a little bit north of San Francisco. Then we have the East Bay, which is going to be Alameda, Contra Costa. I'm not sure what other counties, where Fresno is and where Stockton is the same MLS. I believe it is, but I believe that MLS, it's a couple of different ones. I forgot what the names of each are, but I just use the ones for Alameda and Contra Costa because that's where, sometimes I do business as well. So we have 4 different MLSs. So that means that when your realtor is setting you up or searching properties for you or setting you up on automatic email drip campaigns or something, they have to go. And if you're a buyer who's saying, I'm open for the whole Bay Area, I'm ready to buy anywhere. My budget is either, 1.5 million for a giant house in Danville or a nice big house in Danville, or it's 1.5 million for a tear down in Belmont, California. Or a nice 2-bedroom condo in Sonoma, San Francisco, or a pretty nice big house in San Rafael, California. If you're not super sensitive to long traffic times, and right now we're in the middle of still sheltering in place, or towards the end of sheltering in place, you don't necessarily have to worry about traffic too much, so people seem to be a little bit more flexible now. So I would, so just keep that in mind as a buyer and as a new agent, is that when you're setting your clients up on searches that you have to go through these 4 different MLSs. Now, it's not just setting people up on searches. It's if you ask your agent, hey, can you get me a disclosure package for this property? Can you find out what the offer information is on this property? Can you set up a physical showing for this property? Your agent has to log into those individual MLSs. And being part of one of those MLSs gives the agent reciprocal access to the other MLSs. So for example, I'm actually a part of San Francisco MLS, SFAR, San Francisco Association of Realtors, and their MLS. And I'm also a member of MLS Listings, which gives me access to all of the other MLS Listings, 5 counties that I mentioned earlier: San Mateo, Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, etc. And so I'm a part of both of those MLSs, but I also just utilize reciprocal access for Alameda and Contra Costa when I need to show properties in those areas, and Marin County, which is usually the furthest north that I personally would go. And so I have to log into those separate MLSs in order to look at agent remarks and what are the showing instructions and what are the disclosure information and etc. And so it's a little bit inefficient because it's a lot of logging into separate systems. So a lot of clients, buyers don't see what goes on the back end, how much work an agent actually has to do in order just to pull some basic information often. So there's definitely some room for disruption here, either figuring out some, if you're in tech and I have some good ideas of how we can possibly do that. And if you're thinking of a startup, I don't know how profitable it'll be because it's such a small niche kind of thing, but figuring out a way to allow agents to have cross MLS access, because the MLSs kind of keep themselves so tight. Many of them shy away from creating one system that allows everybody to access any property in any county. They all kind of keep this tight-knit kind of a barrier to information, which is kind of old school, and it's the opposite of where society is heading and where technology is heading, of allowing information to be easily accessible to the masses. So there's definitely room for disruption. There's a lot of inefficiency in that, and that's a lot of the work that your real estate agent does if you are looking in different counties and those are different MLSs that they have to pull that information. So I hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps my channel. It really helps the algorithm and YouTube and whatever, all that back end stuff. Just makes this video more accessible to people. Thank you.